Round 2 of the Euros is complete. Let's see how we did and what we're going to tip for round 3. So the first game of round 2 started on Wednesday the 19th with Croatia versus Albania. I did think Croatia would be able to do enough to beat an Albania side who is quite plucky but doesn't have the talent in them. But Croatia are looking like a shadow of their former selves. And it was a 2-2 draw, and so nothing on the board for the first game. Next, Germany versus Hungary. Now, this was a game of how much rather than if. Now, obviously, I did a 4-0 to Germany, looking at their Scotland game, but Scotland were atrocious. And clearly, Hungary put up a little bit more of a fight. So Germany won 2-0, and I get 1 point for the result. Not awful, but it did start going wrong, even worse. Scotland versus Switzerland. I did a 2-1 to Switzerland, but Scotland did manage to get themselves a draw. That puts Scotland in 3rd and Switzerland in 2nd. I don't think Scotland are going to be able to do it. I don't think Switzerland will necessarily lose, so we'll see how that goes, but no points there. Then Slovenia versus Serbia. Serbia, literally last kick of the game, they got a draw. I did 1-0 to Slovenia, so I was very, very close to getting it correct. No points for me there. Then Denmark versus England. I was watching this. I play lawn bowls, and I had set the TV up behind the lawn bowls during our league game so we could watch, and what a waste of time that was. Lackluster. Oh, we don't have a natural replacement for Calvin Phillips. That was the comment by Gareth Southgate. So, disappointing. We're still top, but it should be okay, I think. Yeah, we should be fine. We should be fine. Should be fine. We will see. Denmark, Slovenia have to play each other. So, yeah, even a draw, I think we're through. Next, we got a result because Spain won, Italy 0. I did Spain to win 3-1. I thought they would do a little bit better. Italy, yeah, they're okay. I know a lot of people think of them as a bit of an underdog in this tournament. Or, sorry, not an outsider to win. Not an underdog, but an outsider to win. So 1 point for me there. Then on Friday, we had Slovakia versus Ukraine. After Ukraine's first performance, where they were awful, I just didn't see them getting the win, but they did manage it. They won 2-1. So I got the result the wrong way round. So nothing for me there again. There's a running theme going on. Next, Poland versus Austria. I thought Poland might be able to sneak it with a 2-1 win, but once again, they lost 3-1. It's not going well for Poland. They sit bottom of the group and they are out. They are out of the tournament, so that's very, very disappointing for them. Then I went for a outside chance of a 3-1 win to Netherlands. However, they did draw 0-0 with Holland, which I think is a fantastic result. That puts Netherlands top, and actually it is still all to play for, with only 1 point separating Netherlands, France and Austria. So that is a tight group. No points for me, though. Then Georgia versus Czech Republic. Georgia get their first point in European international football, I think. Or might be just international football. But a plucky performance from them. And a disappointing 1-1 for Czech Republic, who now sit in 3rd. That makes life a little bit difficult for them. Next, I did get a close result because Turkey versus Portugal, I did 3-1. Portugal won 3-0, 1.5 points, that's good. And then it got even better for the last game, which was Belgium versus Romania. I did a 2-0 win to Belgium, and they won 2-0. So 3 points for me for the last game of the week. Looking at the table this week, there is some big movers, and the golden hat straight away in top spot is Adelaide Bulldog. I'm sure Adelaide Bulldog was saying he has no chance of doing well in this, but wow, up 10 places, golden hat. XP Fez stays in 2nd. Villa Boys goes down 2 after a fantastic first week. Chad Wookie up 15. Oh my God, that's big numbers. Down 5 is Lykia. Up 7, Ballistic. Up 20 is Mr. 77. Coolbajul up 3. Pie Boy down 8. Rymeister down 12. Silraven up 15. There I am. I'm only down 3. So I think a lot of people are getting things wrong as well. It's not just me. It's not just me. Mad Swans fan up 13. Down 24 is Scottish Phoenix. Ouch. That is painful. Up 13, Chris 86. Who gets the wooden... The wooden spoon goes to Grim. Down 14. Let's see everyone else. We've got 55 in here at the moment. And that is the league table after round 2. It is the last game then of the group stage. Round 3, this is to see who goes through. Some teams are pretty much set. Germany, for example, they are through. Spain, they are through. England, I think pretty much they are through. It's going to be very close between Netherlands, France and Austria. But if you look at Group E, wow, every team is on 3 points. That is a weird league, though. Romania, Belgium, Slovakia, Ukraine. Only Belgium are potentially a top-tier team. And even then, I don't think Belgium are because they never seem to perform. And then also Portugal are through. So we will see. Okay, first game is today. Because once again, there is no breaks. I am filming on the day of the first game. At the Mercedes-Benz Arena, Scotland versus Hungary. Can Scotland... So actually, Scotland can get through. The only problem is their shot difference is bad. Because of the Germany 5-1 defeat. But Germany do have Switzerland. So this actually... Scotland could get through. Amazingly. After being quite poor. I think I'm going to go with a Scotland win. Hungary are yet to win. Scotland did get a draw against Switzerland, which is a fairly good result for them. So I'm going to go with a 2-0 win to Scotland. Bear in mind, this is all just for fun. Not saying I'm an expert, on all the players. I'm a football fan. I'm a football coach, everything. But this is just for fun, okay? Next game, Deutsche Bank Park, Frankfurt. It is Switzerland versus Germany. Now, all they need is a draw. Switzerland only needs a draw to officially be through. They probably are through as long as they don't get destroyed. But once again, this should be a game of how many rather than if Germany are going to win. So we've got to go with a win. I don't think Switzerland will score, and I'm going to go with a 3-0 win to Germany. And I think that is enough for Switzerland, I think, depending on the Scotland results. So we will see. Next, tomorrow, Dusseldorf Arena, Dusseldorf, Albania versus Spain. Now, actually, Albania have shown some real pluckiness. I think they were unlucky in their first game against Italy not to get the result. Spain, however, they are actually playing well. I wasn't sure about them at the start of the tournament, but they are performing. And considering they've got players that are actually unhappy with the Spanish fans, they are performing, but they're using it to prove a point. Morata, for example, he is really upset with Spanish fans and wants to move away from Spain. But he is proving them wrong. So, unfortunately, can't see Albania winning, although they have been fantastic and tried really hard. I'm going to go with a 3-0 win for Spain. I think that's fair, considering Albania are trying really hard. 3-0 win for Spain. Next, Red Bull Arena, Leipzig. Croatia versus Italy. Croatia, like I said, they have been a real shadow of their former selves. They've had some top quality players in the past, and even now they do have some good players like Modric, for example, but they just are not performing. Can they sneak a win against Italy? Because they can still get through. That is the amazing thing. Do we do it? I don't know. Do we go for a Croatia win? Just in the off chance. Screw it. Let's do it. 2-1 to Croatia. They are going to pull it out of the bag. They're going to beat the Italians, who probably won't lose, by the way, but screw it. It's just a game. And they're going to make it out of the group stage. Let's see if they do that. Next, Tuesday the 25th, Signal Iduna Park, France versus Poland. Now, France, they need the win now because it is still all to play for. And Poland, wow, they have been disappointing. They have been very, very disappointing. I know they don't have the talent pool, and they haven't had Lewandowski as well, their talisman, which has hurt. Let's go a 3-1 win to France. They should have enough. They had a draw last week, but it was against a fairly strong Netherlands side, and Poland are certainly not up to Netherlands standards. So a 3-1 win to France. Then Olympiastadion Berlin, Netherlands versus Austria. Now this is also a huge game for both teams. Austria with a good enough performance against Poland, and Netherlands a good enough performance against France. It is these three teams. I do think Netherlands have the strength. They really do have strong players. You know, if you look at it, who is their centre-back? Van Dijk. And that is the basis of a strong defensive team. And when I say defensive, I just mean that back line. It solidifies them. It gives them a backbone. And even Wijnaldum, for example, who I'm pretty sure he's over in Saudi at the moment, he's still got the ability over a lot of the Austrian team. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Netherlands. We'll see. That's going to be an interesting group. But next is England's group, Allianz Arena. As I said, I'm pretty sure England have done enough because they've got a win and a draw. Denmark have 2 draws. Serbia have a loss and a draw. And Slovenia have 2 draws. Denmark did enough. They could have beaten England. They really could. They had chances at goal. Pickford, good saves, but they just didn't take their chances for them. But they should have enough to beat Serbia. A 2-1 win to Denmark. You don't know what Serbia are going to do. Serbia obviously drew against Slovenia on the last kick of the game last week. So we will see. We will see. But Denmark, hopefully, they will get their first win of the tournament. Then England, all England need to do, I think, is definitely draw. That is all we have to do. Draw or win at the Rhine Energy Stadion. England, poor performances so far. Really lackluster. A 1-0 win and a 1-1. Really lackluster. But all we have to do is get out of the group stage and then we can shine. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win to England. We should have enough to beat a Slovenian side who have actually managed 2 draws. They are trying hard and they do still have that chance of getting out of the group stage for sure. They really, really can. If they get a win against England. That is the big thing. Next up, Wednesday 26th, it is Slovakia versus Romania. This is the group with all teams on 3 points. Anyone can get out of this group. Slovakia, Romania, exactly the same form. 1 loss, then one win, then 1 loss. Deutsche Bank Park, Frankfurt, is going to see a big game, actually, which is crazy to think. Slovakia versus Romania. Romania, obviously, a really poor first game. A really good first game, not so good the second game, but they were facing Belgium, who are a better team. Slovakia obviously then going to lose against Ukraine. If you go on form in that sense and who they played and who they won and lost against, Romania should be the favourites here. They're not by the bookies, apparently. But let's go with a 2-1 win to Ukraine. I'm not doing any draws because I think that's not in the spirit anymore. First round could have been a bit cagey, but No draws. Come on. Next, Mercedes-Benz Arena, Ukraine versus Belgium. I can only see one winner. And I feel bad for Ukraine. But Belgium is a stronger team. Belgium has a good team. They have underperformed in recent tournaments when they've looked like they've had chances, but they should get out of the group stage here. Let's go with a 3-0 win to Belgium to see them out of the group. Next, Volkspark Stadion Hamburg, Czech Republic versus Turkey. Czech Republic, Czechia, disappointing. Turkey got that first win against Georgia, who they should have beaten anyway. But Georgia drawing with Czech Republic is bad for Czech Republic. They can still get out of the group. Czech Republic can still get out of the group, but will they? I fancy it, actually. The funny thing is I fancy it. Turkey aren't a bad team, but let's go. Screw it. Let's go with Czech Republic. A 2-1 win to Czech Republic. They will battle their way out of the group stage. Next is the last game of the group stage at Veltins Arena, Gelsenkirchen. Georgia versus Portugal with their first point in international football or European football. I can't remember off the top of my head. Don't quote me for that. Georgia versus Portugal. Portugal, they are through. They are through now. They don't have any worries, but they are against a Georgia side who, like I said, has only just picked up their first point in international football. They are not going to get another point. 0-3 to Portugal. So the summary of my picks: Scotland 2, Hungary 0, Switzerland 0, Germany 3, Albania 0, Spain 3, Croatia 2, Italy 1, France 3, Poland 1, Netherlands 2, Austria 1, Denmark 1, Denmark 2, Serbia 1, England 2, Slovenia 0, Slovakia 1, Romania 3, Ukraine 0, Belgium 3, Czech Republic 2, Turkey 1, and Georgia 0, Portugal 3. Those are my picks for this round. I don't know how I'm going to do. This tournament has been a little bit crazy. Some results have not gone the right way. And actually, if you look at the league table with all of you guys have been getting the wrong decisions as well, and because it's not been easy to call. But this is fun. After this, you've got the round of 16, so we go into the knockout phase, which is a little bit more exciting. So thank you so much for joining in. Thanks so much for participating. Make sure you like and subscribe. And as always, I will catch you next time.